If I am chosen as a first ever Miss Face of Humanity Global Ambassador, I will bring that belief as I visit many more refugee communities around the world. Because I am beyond beautiful, beyond powerful.
Hello, humanity. My name is Esther Mijares, and I am excited to welcome you all to the live global press conference for Miss Face of Humanity 2023. Yo soy Esther Mijares y es un grato placer de estar aquí presente en la rueda de prensa de Miss Face of Humanity 2023. Today, the Miss Face of Humanity team and associates will be revealing what they have been working on the main event, including the announcement of the host country. Are you guys ready? Because I am very excited about this. Today, you will be introduced to some of the team members. At the end of the season, we will have a Q&A, and we will be answering questions sent to us from around the world. For those unfamiliar with Miss Face of Humanity is all about, I would like to share that with you at this moment. Miss Face of Humanity is a global platform for female change makers who believe in the power of humanity to change the world. Our goal is to establish a global forum that empowers young women to voice their narrative and advocate enabling them to spearhead, aim to effective change in society. The Miss Face of Humanity Global Ambassador will travel the world continuing the humanity work and spreading the message of love, unity, and humanity. We are all honored and privileged to have this platform, so without further, let's get into it, yes. To start, I would like to introduce you all to the organizer of Miss Face of Humanity. So, first up, please welcome Teresa Grico, Miss Face of Humanity, Head of Communications. Let me hear that applause.
Hello, humanity. It is so good to be here today for the launching of Season 2 of the Miss Face of Humanity 2023. My name is Teresa Greco, and I'm the head of communication at the Miss Face of Humanity. Our goal is to establish a global forum that empowers young women to voice their narratives and advocacies, enabling them to spearhead initiatives aimed at affecting significant change in society. This year, we are introducing Power of Humanity, a theme fueled at the visionary efforts of women changemakers dedicated to the propagation of love, empathy, benevolence, and worldwide harmony for all humanity. On behalf of the Miss Face of Humanity organization, we welcome you all to this press conference. We will be announcing the host country for this year's Miss Face of Humanity 2023 and other related details shortly. To those watching online, I want to thank you for your unwavering support as we celebrate the efforts of the most incredible and inspiring women across the globe. These women exemplify strength, magnificence, and an extraordinary desire to help humanity by dedicating themselves to causes they're passionate about changing for the better. By seeing the world through their eyes, we'll be able to gain a greater understanding of the issues that they are actively seeking to transform. And to remember that it takes just one powerful individual connected to their greatness to know they can positively impact the world just one person at a time. As Albert Schweitzer once said, the purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. I am looking forward to the Miss Face of Humanity 2023 delegates and being touched by their love, peace, and immeasurable kindness. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Let me feel that energy again. Yes, that is the attitude. So please, second, let's welcome to Joshi Idea. Miss Face of Humanity, producer and art director.
Hello, Humanity. My name is Yoshi Idea. I'm a producer of Miss Face of Humanity. I'm so thankful and grateful for your support here and support from all over the world. Yes. Did you guys see last year's final show? We tried our best in the middle of pandemic, made it first year international showcase. That was great. We got the hype. We got covered by lots of national news and lots of more country involved. So that was great. We got the hype. But this year, we're going to the next level. We're bigger and better. We're going to utilize new technology like AR, VR, drone footage, and then we're going to try to create something different than other international showcase doing it as a production. So stay tuned. So this year, the theme is Power of Humanity, right? It starts with you. So I have questions. Around you, how many people around you have a solid goal, like international level of goal, and working toward to it every day, right? Human brain has 5,000 thoughts a day. Thought has energy. And we're gonna become what we think about, right? So if your friend a champion of the boxing or athlete of the Olympics, yes, but most of the people doesn't have a solid international level of goal. So if you wake up until the end, you sleep, if you have a high frequency vibration, that itself is gonna affect around you, right? So that's why we got getting hype, because we don't create the local show, we don't create a national show, we're creating the international showcase. That's why Power of Humanity. It starts with you, start with your thought. So why don't we get all frequencies up together and create something great and inspire humanity together. Thank you. Yeah. And this year, we got lots of Japanese fans, so we're going to speak in Japanese too. Okay. 全人類の皆さん、こんにちは。MFOH 世界大会プロデューサーの吉谷入江です。昨年、パンデミックの最中、なんとかファイナルショーを世界大会をやりまして、それから、今年はですね、もっとさらなる高みを目指して、さらなる、テクノロジーなどを駆使し、挑んでいきます。他の、パーチャンイベントも、のよりもさらに新しいものを作り上げていこうと思っています。今年のテーマは Power of Humanity と言いますけども、 あなたの周りで世界一を目指して本気で日々努力している人何人ぐらいいますか？そんなにいないと思います。朝起きてから夜寝るまで、世界一ハイバイブレーションで、挑んでいればそれだけで周りの人に影響を与えることができます。頭で想像したことはすべて実現できます。だからパワーオブヒューマニティなんです。なので11月の世界大会へ向けて、皆さんでですね、世界一を目指して、全人類を全世界を元気づけていきましょう。それでは Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Yoshi. Next, please welcome Melissa Barr, Miss Face of Humanity, Head of Admin. Woo!
Good evening and welcome, everyone. My name is Melissa Barr, and I am the Head of Administration with the Miss Face of Humanity organization. I am so happy to welcome all of this year's delegates to our one-of-a-kind showcase, and I am very excited to be given the opportunity to work closely with each and every one of them for the duration of this event. I will be one of the points of contact from now until the end of the showcase, and if any of the delegates have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me at admin@missfaceofhumanity.com. I am also very excited to announce that we are in the process of creating the MFOH Cares Foundation. MFOH Cares is being created so that we can have the ability to give back to the communities here in our own city, as well as those in need around the world. Our goal with MFOH Cares is to work with our ambassadors to raise money and to impact communities around the world through action, as well as plan for bigger long-term goals of creating vocational education centers in other parts of the globe, starting with our first being set up in Nigeria. So please stay tuned for more on our foundation. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Next, please welcome Vic Joshi, Miss Face of Humanity, Director of Marketing and Stakeholder Relation.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. Very excited. You know, as I was sitting in the audience, it was really inspiring to see the team together in one place. Finally, all the hard work we've been doing over the past few months to a year, and now we're going to see the results. So I'm here today representing Miss Face of Humanity, as well as one of our title sponsors, which would be Beyond Beauty & Co. So it's a very special day, and officially today I am announcing that Beyond Beauty & Co. is the official title skincare and wellness sponsor of Miss Face of Humanity. Okay. Beyond Beauty & Co. Carries many different products, from skincare, wellness, essential oils, which is our main focus of this season. We value going beyond just physical beauty. We are committed in supporting and promoting events that align with our core values and principles. Miss Face of Humanity is one such event that embodies our mission and vision for empowering women to feel confident in their own skin. We are thrilled to be a part of Miss Face of Humanity and to contribute to its success. Last year, it was an amazing and beautiful show, and I hope you guys get a chance to see what this year brings. This partnership is a testament to our commitment to supporting the growth and development of women in the beauty industry and to providing the best possible experience for the contestants and audience alike. At Beyond Beauty & Co., we believe in the power of partnerships and collaborations. And we are confident that our involvement in Miss Face of Humanity will create a mutually beneficial relationship that will bring value to all of humanity. We look forward to closely working with the organizers of Miss Face of Humanity to make this a memorable, and impactful event. Thank you for your attention, and we cannot wait to see you all at Miss Face of Humanity's Global Showcase 2023. Thank you very much, everybody.
How exciting. Thank you, Vic. Last but not least, please welcome Therese Kings, President and Chairman of the Miss Face of Humanity organization.
Hello, 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 hello. How's everybody doing today? I'm not feeling the energy in this building. Octavian, I'm not feeling the energy. How's everybody doing today? Yes, 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 yes. Can you believe it's been a year since we last did Miss Face of Humanity in this city of Toronto, Canada, at the Metro Toronto Convention Center? I can't believe that. Last April, we did this show. And we did it in the midst of difficulties. We all know about COVID-19, how it impacted everything, including the borders. We had so many candidates that were ready to come here, but they couldn't get here because of no visa. It was very tough and difficult. But I'm grateful that COVID is behind us, and we're looking forward for brighter days. A lot of people ask a lot of questions about Miss Face of Humanity. When we created this platform, we wanted to show the world a different side of things. Women should not be objectified. Women should be shown as people that are capable of the incapable. People that can create, that can do great things. I get inspiration from my mom. She raised me properly, and I could see in her, even when she's down, the strength that she exhibits amazes me. And I think that that's the real picture of who women are. And now we have this platform very different. This is not a pageant. It's not a pageant. It is a platform where women come and they showcase the ideas for a better world. And we're grateful that we have this platform. And this year, it's going to be an amazing year. I know a lot of people are expecting, they want to hear where this event is going to be hosted. We have the answers for you. Just be patient a little bit. The answer's going to come. But the goal for this year, as my colleagues mentioned, my team members, the power of humanity. There is something we want the world to understand, not just the candidates, the whole world. We want people to watch this show and be inspired to do something for humanity. Change does not start with you doing big things. Change starts with a seed. A seed can be as tiny and as little as whatever. But when it's properly planted, it grows and becomes a big tree. That is what we want to introduce. There is no change without you. Each and every one of us in this world, we have a unique set of skills. We're all different, but different in a good way. We were created by God and given skills that are unmatched. So we want to introduce that this year. Humanity starts with you. You have the capability to do anything you want to do in this world. You have the power to change the world. When it comes to the power that is within you, it has nothing to do with where you were born, where you come from, the language you speak. All of that is out of the window because your capability is as vast as the ocean. The question is, do you believe in you? Once you believe in you, you become unstoppable. It don't matter who says what. As long as you believe that you were created for something bigger, greater than yourself, there is nothing that can stop you. Even in the midst of waves and turmoil, you will walk your way through. And this year, we want to highlight that these girls are powerful. They can create the change. They can shake the universe. They can create things that inspire people to dream bigger than themselves. We have that this year. And this year, the format is going to be a little bit different from last year. We will go top 22 this year. We go down to top 11, top 5, and the global ambassador. And in each of the segment, we will be introducing something very, very unique and different this year. More information will be given. I don't want to go too much into details today because I know everybody is just waiting for the host country announcement, which is going to come. But right now, I want to introduce somebody very special. You know, she exhibits our slogan, beyond beautiful, beyond powerful. She is our global ambassador. She's done amazing things so far, and we still have a lot of work to do. And another thing is, can you believe she's actually 1 year as Miss Face of Humanity Global Ambassador today? It's amazing. Yes. So this young woman, I've seen her exhibit strength to the highest level. I've seen her dedicate her heart towards her cause, education for refugees, passionate about kids, fought for what's right. This woman, she's been criticized. She's been belittled. They've said all kinds of things about her, but she stood strong. And today, she's an inspiration to a lot of kids, children around the world. I'm happy to announce Nadia, please welcome Nadia to the stage.
Thank you for the introduction.
You're welcome.
Very kind of you.
Welcome back to Toronto, Canada.
It's very nice to be here. I'm not sure about the weather, but I love you all.
Go ahead.
It's been a year since I've been to Toronto, and this city has embodied the struggles of humanity, but also what empowers all of us. 2022 has been an amazing year for me and also the organization. This is the first time we have something like this. It's very different for women like me with short hair with very strong opinion to be able to speak and be feminine in a global stage. So I've been traveling the world, able to meet all of the people that we have touched. I see kids with a bigger smile because we ask them, do you have bigger dreams? I visit Mexico, I visit Japan, and especially in my home country, in Indonesia. I see that this platform is not just saying that we're gonna change people's lives. People's lives are being changed. So, for the next Miss Face of Humanity, I want to tell you to fight for the crown. This crown is up for grabs. And this crown should be your own. Should be your vision, should be your mission. Should empower you and your community and your country. And for everyone that has supported me throughout my journey, especially those watching back home in Indonesia, salam perdamaian, salam sejahtera. It means the message of peace. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for your trust. And I hope I have made you proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadia. For 1 year, we still have a lot of work to do. So, you know, the show is not happening in April 2023, so that means you're still Miss Face of Humanity forever, the first one, right? So, it's our first anniversary as Miss Face of Humanity. I would love us to just rise and give her a round of applause. And we have a surprise for her. So, we want to tell you that you are honored. We want to tell you that we are proud of you. We're proud of everything that you've done. And we know that there's still a lot to be done. But we as an organization, We're proud of you, and we know that
Thank you so
you've
much.
been very patient and you've carried out your duties with so much respect and strength. We appreciate that. I want to tell you that. And Jennifer, please, can you come? So we wanted to give you this as a symbol of love
My favorite.
and compassion. So,
How did you know I like roses?
I don't know. Ask her. She picked it. She's good. So you guys can have your seat. Thank you very much. And are you ready to know where Miss Face of Humanity 2023 is going to happen? No, I'm not, it's not. I can't feel the energy. I want to, before I make this announcement, I need to feel the energy, or else we're not making the announcement. Do you guys want to know where Miss Face of Humanity is going to happen this year?
Yes.
Okay. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out. Viva Mexico. So, it's out, guys. Miss Face of Humanity 2023. It's going to be in the city of Guadalajara and Zapopan in Mexico. When we went to, it's funny because we traveled to like 5 countries within the space of 40 days, 5 to 7 countries in 40 days. And we met with different people, institutions, just to talk about this event. And Washington, D.C. was ready to host the event this year, but we decided to go with Mexico for a reason I cannot disclose. In Mexico, the people were so nice. You know, just being there, the people were very friendly. They were so loving. Vic and I and the people who went, we felt the love from inside. And we just imagined that if they are treating us this way, then what about when we bring the whole crew, all the candidates down there? How is it going to be? A lot of people have heard that Mexico is dangerous and those kind of stuff. Everywhere is dangerous. Just depends on where you're going. But where we're doing the event, it's very nice, very peaceful place, and it has a mix of luxury in there as well. The city of Zapopan is known as a city that exhibits greatness. Guadalajara is known as the heart of Mexico. You have the real, if you want to discover the real Mexico, you go to Guadalajara. The mariachis, the tequila, and all those places, it's in Guadalajara. And we're very happy that the people of Guadalajara and Zapopan, they've opened their buildings to us to come. And we are excited to meet the government of Zapopan next week. So we are so grateful to the people of Mexico. And I want to say, gracias por todo. Muy contente por su oportunidad y gracias, México. Thank you.
Órale, órale, Teres, your Spanish is very, very good. I think it's better than mine. ¡Que viva México! Woo! Welcome back to the Miss Face of Humanity 2023 Global Prince Conference. We are live from GOlive TV studios in Toronto, Canada. This is the Q&A part, and I would like now to give you all an opportunity to ask questions you might have for anyone here today. Please make sure to direct your questions accordingly. To our online audience, we will be reading and answering your question, so please go to Miss Face of Humanity Instagram page and ask any question you like.
So we're going to have a 5 minutes break, and we're going to have a Q&A section. So please stay tuned, and thank you so much.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A year ago, I attended the Miss Face of Humanity Award ceremony with great joy and pride because I witnessed the representative of the Republic of Indonesia, Miss Nadia Chua, being crowned as a Miss Face of Humanity Global Ambassador 2022. Nadia Chua is a living witness who shows that humanity is everywhere and must always be guarded wholeheartedly. Nadia Chua has carried out her role as a humanitarian guardian since before she is being elected as Miss Face of Humanity by carrying out various activities to support and empower the refugee in Indonesia. I personally salute Nadia Chua for her competence for being elected as the first Miss Face of Humanity Global Ambassador from Indonesia, with her noble diplomatic and humanitarian works missions across the globe. So Nadia, thank you for your service and dedications to humanity. We are very proud of you. And this year, Miss Face of Humanity was held again. We are waiting for the next winner who will continue the role as Ambassador of Humanity around the world. Miss Face of Humanity, Global Ambassador, is not merely a title. It bears a greater responsibility to participate in the promotions of peace and stability in the world. Diplomacy is the key message a winner should instill in her actions. Diplomacy helps the world to dampen conflict and tension between countries. And it is no longer an exclusive job of diplomats, but also it is the job for us, the citizens of the world. This is known as second-track diplomacy, in which everywhere of us has an equally important roles in promoting stability and world peace. With the skill set used as the selection criteria for Miss Face of Humanity, I believe the winner will be able to represent women through their duties in the world. Finally, I wish success for the organization of Miss Face of Humanity Global Ambassador 2023. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Toronto the last time, and unfortunately she's not here right now, but I feel her message, and you guys arranged this, and it's been very kind of you.
Okay, so we're gonna take questions from the audience first before we will take questions online.
Yeah, when it comes to Miss Face of Humanity Cares Foundation, please tell us what kind of causes are you looking to focus on?
Thank you very much for the question. I think the reason why we started this new foundation is because we want to be able to do more, especially in 3 key areas. The first area is education. So we want to be able to create vocational educational centers in different parts of the world, because we believe that general education doesn't work anymore. You need people with skills. And if you can train a child right from the young age to get a certain skill or to harness the skills, it becomes beneficial not just to her or him or the family, but to the society as a whole. So we want to be able to create vocational training centers. And also we want to work in the field of hygiene, because a lot of, based on the event we did in 2022, there were a lot of communities that lack proper hygiene, right? Especially when it comes to menstruation among young girls. It's been a problem in many countries, in India, South Africa, and most of those countries in Africa. So we want to be able to use this foundation to solve that problem. And the final part of what we want to do with MFOH Cares is we want to be able to empower these kids to dream. That's the most important thing, because when they don't have dreams, just think about yourself. Anytime you don't have a goal or a dream, you don't feel alive, right? So we feel like that's the main thing we want to do with this foundation, and we will be working closer with our global ambassadors and all the candidates for every year that we do Miss Face of Humanity.
Hi there. My name is Emma Wanjiku. I'm from Kenya originally. And you mentioned something that really is dear to my heart. You mentioned about vocational training for young people or youth. I just have a personal story. This guy in Kenya who got a job, but he did not have a bus fare to go to this other city. So I actually contributed to him going to work. He got there and he didn't have a place to live. But he needed also some extra training. And he had that issue about getting there. So I actually, helped him with that and a place to live. And this is like you help a person to get where he's going, and then he finds he has nowhere to live. And then you're like, okay, find a place, I'll give you first and last month's rent. So I was really involved in his life. And he's a total stranger. I only know him through Facebook through my sister, my late sister. And I just helped him. And it came to a point whereby I said, look, you need to find other means because I can only help you so much. So to make a long story short, sorry about that, it's just that when you see these ambassadors on ground to help these youth for vocational training or whatever, because after vocational training, they also need to find that work. So the people on ground, how are they selected? Are these government connected, or are these just people like you and I? Like, are they trustworthy? Are they, it's just that it's a big picture. Like vocational training, then what? How do they get to their first job? Is there a bus fare for them or transportation until they get their first salary? Where are they living? It's just more than just the training. That's what I was thinking.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. It's a very deep question. I like it. I would love to talk to you more after the press conference. So what we're planning to do, we're still in the process of building MFOH Cares, but the bottom line is this. We understand that when you give education to somebody, especially in underprivileged communities, at the beginning it's not enough because a lot of things are interconnected. As you said, if you give them the education and they don't have money to go get a job or something, or they don't even know that a job exists in the market, how would they get the job? So what we're planning to do is that we want to work with communities on the ground, and we want to be able to, within the curriculum of the vocational training we're offering, we'll be able to do workshops that teaches them soft skills and that teaches them the things they need to know about the community and where they can get certain jobs and certain things. And because we have a bigger umbrella, the organization itself, we want to be able to use our connections, the partners we have, the sponsors we have, to create opportunities for these young adults, because we want to focus mostly on children and young adults, teenagers and young adults, because we believe that that's where the future lies, right? So there's a lot of things that are interconnected. I don't have all the answers for now, but what I can tell you is that we want to be able to work with different parts. We want to bring different parts together and ensure that at least if we're giving training, we're giving specific and goal-oriented training. That's number one. And number two, we don't want to take too many kids at the same time. We will start with a certain number of kids and see how the program runs and see if we can duplicate these programs in other countries. So that because if we get a larger quantity of kids at the beginning, it's going to be difficult to really impact them the way we want to. So we'll be able to like select a few and start with that, right? So there are a lot of things we will be able to do, but at the moment it's still in the development phase, and we'd love to talk to you more about some of our plans for that. Thank you for the question.
Hello, my name is Joe. I'm a chef, and my question is based off around food and global hunger and water. So 30%, there's 30% of the globe doesn't have clean drinking water. It's face of humanity. Humanity is very important, and water is very important for life. So is there any future initiatives to be a part or work with communities that need more drinking water? That's just my question.
Thank you very much. Again, education, as Nelson Mandela once said, like, you know, you can't train somebody on a hungry stomach. It doesn't work, right? So that's why I said at the beginning, everything is interconnected, right? We don't just give them the trainings, but we also find ways to make them satisfied. Food, water, these are all essential necessities of life. We want to be able to create, like, go to communities, especially, our goal is not to go to communities that have. We want to go to the deepest and poorest communities in the world and work with our ambassadors to raise funds and to be able to help these people. And when we go to the communities, our approach is simple. We don't go and tell them what they need. We have, as I said, we work with people on the ground within the community. We find out what does this community actually needs, not what we want to give to them. What do they need? If they need water, we find a way to provide water. If they need food, we find a way to provide food. If they need education, we find a way to make it happen. So we will be working with communities based on what is really needed to improve the quality of lives in that community.
I have a question here. So my question is, well, with Miss Nadia as the current global ambassador, has done an amazing job to represent Miss Face of Humanity as well as bring about great change. So what does Miss Face of Humanity expect from its next potential global ambassador, as Nadia has raised the bar so high?
For me personally, I want somebody who is kind. It is very hard to find somebody who has the heart in helping others. It is difficult because some people just want the fame. Some people just want to be seen as a very nice person. But I want somebody, a queen that comes from the heart, that embodies the willingness to help in small matters. And we can definitely see that from the way she talks, the way she carries herself, the way she acts around the people around her when she's not on camera, when she's not on stage. And I'm not very meticulous, I'm not very, I don't want a lot of things from a queen. I just want her to be kind.
You see, she's very smart, intelligent, articulate in the way she speaks. And in us, we just want an ambassador that exhibits the power of humanity this year. An ambassador that believes in herself, that believes that she can create change, someone who is fearless, and someone who is patient. Because we can talk about all these things that we're talking about. If you don't have patience, nothing is going to happen. Because life is not set in stones. Life is full of challenges. You have goals and you have plans. You have to pass through rocky mountains to get there. So we want an ambassador who understands that and who is patient and who is willing to work with the organization to create the change that we're seeking to create in people's lives. And these things are not easy, but that's what we're looking for this year. And there's certain things we're looking for that I cannot say. The reason being that the ambassadors now will try to be that kind of person in order to become the global ambassador. We want it to be natural. So there are certain things I can't say. Yes, this is my brother here. This is my brother.
So my question is, creating such an important brand globally, it is global now, but the creation of it, did you guys ever expect it to get this big?
Yes, that's the point, right? So that's why we're doing this, right? But now, because of the production's high, not that high, but we're trying to, right? So as a production, we have to do something different because all the big guys doing the same thing, right? So now we have to do something different, utilizing technology or other people. That's our goal, to do something different than all the big guys, then trying to gather, inspire from all over the world, right? That's the one. Is the answer?
Perfect.
Thank you. So we're going to have a question from internet. Okay, one more. Okay. Go ahead.
So this one's in terms of Beyond Beauty & Co. I just wanted to know when and where I can get the product.
Thank you very much. So Beyond Beauty & Co, our products have been in development for a while, expanding internationally. And as you have heard from the announcement earlier, we are the official skincare and wellness sponsor for Miss Face of Humanity 2023. The products are now available. They're live. We receive multiple shipments in many different countries. In Canada, we have them here. We're ready to go. I actually got a shipment today. So if anyone's interested, I have some over here. But yeah, so we're ready to go live on our website, beyondbeautyand.co. It's a beautiful website. Products are ready to go. Shipping, everything's set. So you can check it out there. Or if you want to just drop by, browse, take a look at what we're all about. Our website, and we have our social media as well at Beyond Beauty & Co. So please check it out whenever you get the chance. And available anytime for any questions. Please reach out. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we have a question from internet. So Melissa's going to take over.
One of the questions was, what is next for Nadia after the new global ambassador is crowned?
For me personally, I have worked with the organizations in my home country for years before I joined Miss Face of Humanity. So of course I'm going to continue that, working with the kids, working with the school and the refugee community, as well as I have some plans in my professional life that I hope will come true, but it's still ongoing right now. And of course, I will be supporting Miss Face of Humanity wholeheartedly every year, and I want to see them succeed and become bigger. Thank you.
Okay, the next question is, after Miss Face of Humanity 2023 showcase, what comes next?
We will continue working with the next ambassador and the group of ambassadors to continue creating the changes in the world, and while planning for Miss Face of Humanity 2024.
What does Miss Face of Humanity do to support its global ambassadors?
So there are a lot of things that we do. Number one is we support their dreams. Remember, they all came here with dreams, right? So you cannot push that aside. You have to support them in their dreams. And then we also have projects that we involve them in. We create more opportunities for them. and we connect them with people within the diplomatic world, because that's an important part of Miss Face of Humanity. And we would really love to see some of these candidates become diplomats, for their countries, doing great things when it comes to bilateral relationships within countries, uniting people. That's a big thing, and we really hope that most of these girls take diplomacy serious and they get involved into it. So, and we're planning to launch an event in Washington, D.C. By the end of this year or early next year, strictly on diplomacy, a conference. And we want to start having our global ambassadors be involved in spearheading those movements.
Question for Teresa. What is currently being done right now in the efforts in planning the 2023 Miss Face of Humanity?
Well, very shortly, we will be traveling to Mexico and meeting with some of the representatives there from the country, as well as some of the sponsors that will be working with us for the event. We'll be looking at solidifying accommodations and pretty much all of the events that will be tied into the Miss Face of Humanity while the event is going on there in November.
And we're meeting with the government as well to talk about this. So we're excited for next week.
The last question we have is there anything special that has been planned for this year that hasn't been done before, without giving any spoilers away?
So we're going to have a formal business diplomatic, like a formal wear this time around, business, and the final show. It's never been done before, and I know a lot of people will be curious how that's going to be executed. So I don't want to give you any details, but it's going to be interesting to see how we will introduce, like, formality, business into the whole show this year, because the goal of Miss Face of Humanity is not just to showcase these women that are creating change, but also to make the world understand that diplomacy, as the Consulate General said, is not just a thing in the hands of the ambassadors or the consulates. It's everybody. There's something we can all do to promote peace in the world. So we believe that our ambassadors are part of that, part of the program for promoting and uniting countries and people in the world. So this year we're going to introduce the formal wear, and it's going to be exciting to see that. That's one of the things that's different. And again, this is not a pageant, so the swimsuits, all those things, we don't do. So thank you. So we want to thank you all for coming today. It was a good time to be in your presence. Each and every one of you who came here today, we're grateful for your support, and we're asking you to support Miss Face of Humanity in whatever way you can. This is our platform. We are providing this platform to these women together. Everybody's involved in the change we want to create. We can't do this on our own. We need your support. And to all our fans online, we want to say thank you so much for always supporting Miss Face of Humanity. We have so many things in store, and we just ask for your patience to see them as we unveil them bit by bit. One piece of information I want to relay is Miss Face of Humanity is going to take place in November 2023. The final dates will be released soon in Mexico. So thank you very much. We've come to the end of the Global Press Conference for Miss Face of Humanity 2023, live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.